What's up, y'all? I'm PC McCray. You can call me P.
Hey y'all, my name is Shaun the Head. You can call me Shaun the Head. And this is the Everything Has Changed podcast.
From 2 college roommates to 40-something adults, life has been lifing and we want to talk about it.
We are the new adults, y'all.
How did that happen?
I don't know, P, but we got to talk about it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go. P, hey girl.
Hey, Shaun. What it do?
Back again.
Yes.
How's your week this week?
God is good. That's what I'm gonna say.
All the time.
We're here.
Yes.
I have what I need.
Thank you, Lord.
We're safe.
Yes.
And God is good. You know, we just
all
keep
the time.
going. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long week. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
How about you?
It's March. It's just March.
March. Oh God.
Is it even it's not even the middle of the week yet, I don't think.
No.
I'm sorry, the middle of the month, I mean.
No,
so not. This year is going. It's going. We were talking offline. There have been a lot of passings lately. A lot of death. But y'all know we some music heads. So we thought maybe today might be a good day to acknowledge some of the greats who have passed, but to also speak, specifically about how they have affected our lives via songs or projects that they've done or what have you. Just to kind of, put some good memories out there. What you think, Pete?
Yes, absolutely. The music heads that we are.
Yes, y'all know how we do. So if you don't like to hear people sing who can't actually sing, this might not be the one for you, player, because this there's no other way for us to, if I'm trying to tell you what song it is, I can't just say, what's a song, P? Can't just say the name of the song. We got to sing the song so you can feel it, so you can know.
Yes.
Right, P? Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna get stuck there. So
don't be mad.
Be prepared and sing along. That might
please.
help too.
Please. And in the prior episode, we did touch on DJ Unk's passing. We touched on Irv Gotti's passing. Let's see, P. Who haven't we touched? I think Quincy Jones is actually, if I'm thinking back to the last time we spoke about this, I don't think we mentioned Quincy Jones. So I think we should start there because Quincy is a big dog. I think probably most people, when you say Quincy Jones, probably most people will go straight to Michael Jackson, like Thriller type stuff. Yeah. Well, I also do want to say there's a very good documentary on Netflix about Quincy. It came out a few years ago, though. Maybe like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Actually, we'll put it in the show notes so that you can watch it if you're interested in watching it and you haven't yet. I've actually watched it a few times now just because that's what I do. But it was really, really interesting. It went very detailed into his life and how he became a film composer, of course, as well as producer and all that. And it literally goes into every project. So what I would love to lift up, I've got 2. And then, P, if you've got more, let me know. And then let me know how you feel about mine, of course, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I got some good ones. I want to talk The Wiz. Okay. Quincy was the producer. I'm not the producer, excuse me. Actually, he was the composer, I believe, but also I think he did produce the soundtrack. But and also, Pete, we did not speak about the Oscars either. So let me put a pin in this really quick and ask you, did you see the Oscars? Meaning, did you see Cynthia and Ariana?
Yes.
And Queen Latifah?
Yes. Yes and yes.
Okay, great. Then you know where I'm going. Because Queen Latifah did the Ease on Down the Road tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in Cynthia and Ariana's Wicked tribute, which, yes, I did cry. Y'all already know I cried. And y'all know that every time it comes across my phone, I cry, and then I repost it every time I see it. So just so you know. But Cynthia did Home in that medley, and I was not expecting that. And Home is a song that Diana Ross sang at the end of The Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
And also, who
Stephanie.
played Stephanie Mills, right?
I prefer Stephanie Mills' version,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
but
Do,
you know,
do you? I don't want to leave her out because
she's
Stephanie Mills um played her in the Broadway
mm-hmm,
version, right? Do I have
mm-hmm,
that right?
you do.
And so Quincy Jones really had his tentacles in everything. And so when I think about him, I think about The Wiz because I just love that movie so much. I think I mentioned before we've done stage productions of The Wiz, so I feel really connected to that. But like in my personal life, that Back on the Block, that was
Oh,
when
that
I
was it.
started. And you know why I heard it was because of Mommy. Mommy was big on Quincy. She had all of his compilations and all that stuff. And Back on the Block was one of those CDs that we used to play all the time in the big speakers downstairs in the basement.
Uh-huh.
And it may have been even one of the first times I really, really felt like I connected to music that was really mommy's music for real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I was young, but I really liked how it was a compilation. I like they rapped on, like there was actual rap, like name rappers on there. Um, Tevin Campbell, like it was so good, and I think it blew my mind because I wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting to connect with mommy's music like that.
Well, I think what pulled us in was Tevin.
Yes, yep,
That
yep.
video and seeing Tevin, and I want to say they timed it where his songs were coming out. So I had a big crush on Tevin
That sounds right.
Campbell. He was
Yes, I
awesome.
mean,
So I
who
was like,
didn't?
Tevin. And
Yes.
that 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 album, like you said, I remember it on tape and hearing the different sounds, Birdland, September, the Brazilian song with what, Take Six, Secret Garden, and we little kids listening to
Secret
that.
Garden.
But we didn't know what it was about, but we knew what it was
Woo!
about. And Barry White coming in with
In
that
the
deep voice.
garden,
Oh,
make you feel alright.
oh,
Yes, yeah. In
oh,
fact, I actually remember sitting downstairs listening to that and asking mommy, "Who is that?" His
yes.
voice, and that's what she told me it was Barry White. And then I remember, why am I thinking of This is random, but did he have a song on the what movie was that with Chris Tucker? It had to be Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, but it was like the first one.
My first, my last, my everything.
Money.
Yes,
Was
when
that?
Chris
Is
is
that from that movie? Okay,
Chris
okay,
is
okay.
in the song. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
he woo woo. He was so just the intro of that movie. I had me
Yes,
crying. Just him sing. He was so into that song. My everything.
yes.
About to crash the
That's
car trying to drive and sing and perform.
that's how I got into Barry White though. Was from the that Back on the Block into that movie because I was a Chris Tucker fanatic. Okay.
Oh my
And I
god.
remember, and I was like, "Oh, I know that man. I know that voice. Like I learned about him for
Oh
sure."
no,
What you got for Quincy P?
that's
How you
it.
feel?
Like you said, back on the
That Back on the
block
Block? Yeah.
as a quintessential Quincy album. And then knowing his
Yeah.
history, he went back and I mean he was playing with Frank Sinatra. Like that's his
Yes.
range.
Yes.
That's his range of music. And
But
here's this is what I ask. So far, no one has done a tribute correctly. BET Awards.
okay.
To the producers out there, please, somebody, this is our time to shine. I need you to get the singers. I need Tamia. I need the real.
Yes.
You don't.
Oh,
You don't have.
Tamia. Yes.
You don't have to focus on Michael. I know that's like you said. That's exactly where everybody goes at
Yes.
first.
Yep.
But let's bring in the whole breadth of what he
Tamia.
does in a way and get the right people because
But okay, well, but let me ask you
ugh,
this. But okay, he didn't pass that long ago. So have we hit like what awards or whatever what event has happened after he? I know the Oscars,
The
and I know they
Grammys,
only pick for the Grammys.
they did a
He
quick
passed before
turnaround.
the Grammys.
Yes, and they did um
Oh,
oh, please forgive me the song, but they did who sang it?
oh, Cynthia, fly me
Cynthia.
to the moon, fly me
And
to the
that but
moon.
that was dope. But then we went into I think the country singer sang a song, and then Janelle Monáe
Oh
ended it with,
yeah.
the
Oh,
Michael,
Janelle Monáe.
and
I
I love
remember
her,
now.
respectfully, but it just didn't give.
You're
And
right.
he's
Tamia
so
should have.
much more.
They
So
should have
that's what I
called Tamia.
mean. And she still can sing. I went to go see, I know once again we're off on a tangent. I went to go see her and
Feelings
Joe
on a
perform.
tangent. Feelings on a tangent.
A.
Feelings.
I went to go see her and Joe. They were in concert. And when I tell
hmm
you, they're part of that generation where it was artist development.
Yes.
Joe still sounds amazing.
Yes.
Tamia's voice is so beautiful and pure. I didn't even want to sing along. I was
Mm.
gagged. I just sat there. Every
hmm
song that she sang, I just wanted to hear her. She sounded so angelic and pure and
Yeah.
clean and powerful. So I'm gonna need her to
hmm
get her props. She's on
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah. No,
BET, go ahead and get her in there,
because also
please.
though, Tamia's having a moment though. Now, like I
Yes.
don't know when the resurgence of her line dance came out.
Oh, it's
But
everywhere.
it came back though, because remember it was out, it went away, took a little nap, and then all of a sudden it was back. So I
Look at
mean,
that.
it took that. We are here for Tamia
It's there.
for sure.
It's
What
there.
about this though? What about this?
Hmm. What up?
What about Will Smith, Fresh Prince, all coordinated by Quincy Jones?
Yeah, all that.
We wouldn't
I
have,
love
we
that
wouldn't,
story.
and that is literally Fresh Prince is one of my. It is my top. Like I was having a discussion with my friend. You know how we talk about sitcoms
Mm-hmm.
or like black sitcom. What's your favorite sitcoms? Period.
Yeah.
So like my friend, hers is clearly Martin, but we're all agreed. Like mine is clearly Fresh Prince. What about you, P? Give me top three, top three
Oh, don't do
sitcoms.
this. Don't do this
Do
to
you need five?
me.
Is five better? Five?
I don't, Fresh Prince for sure. Living Single.
Yep. That's
Um, Different World. So I'm trying to
yes.
think
Thank
like what I will still watch if it comes on like right now. I'm just gonna stop and watch it like it's brand new. And you know what? I'm gonna say you cannot take my black card, but Friends made me laugh.
you.
I
P. I
like
need
Friends.
no, but here's the thing.
I
Cause
like
when
Friends.
no, cause when I was having this conversation with my friend,
Yeah.
she was like, "Your answer is either Fresh Prince or Friends," and she was out laughing because I love Living Single too. I do love Living Single,
Absolutely.
and also I do love me some Friends.
Friends
Like
was funny. Like
I can't get away. I can't get away from it. So Friends is also in my top five. P. Why we
oh
always so
my
like aligned with?
god.
No, but because literally my first like Fresh Prince and Friends be neck and neck with me. So like let's say
Pivot.
Fresh Prince won.
Pivot. It's so dumb. Like it was so silly but funny.
He's
Oh,
her lobster.
oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Girl, Smelly Cat. Like, see, here we go. We're off
It's
track.
just
We are not.
no, but wait, but it's not because it's feel good, right?
That
Like
is so
we
funny.
yeah we got there somehow, but that's one of those shows that I can just turn on at night on my sleep timer.
Hmm.
Because if I turn on some shows, I'm gonna want to watch. Then if
Exactly.
I turn on some shows, it's a good background show because I already know what's gonna happen. I don't have. But then there are some shows or some episodes that I can't watch at night because it's like again Fresh Prince number one for me. But that Uncle Phil, the episode where his daddy don't come
Yeah.
back,
Oh
the
man.
episode where he ended up in the cemetery with the ghost and the little boy was killed by the drunk driver. I cannot if that come on, I need a different sleep timer show. I
Yeah.
just say that.
Yeah.
But Fresh Prince my number one, then Friends, then A Different World, um, Martin, and then Living Single. That's
Hmm.
that's That's it for me until I think of another one.
Cause straight up laughter, like you're gonna laugh, and that was still to. It's so funny the Martin episode with that dog, and I
That's
love
everybody's.
because you can see, and I love when they had the special where they talked about it, and they
It
were
wasn't
about
playing.
to break right. So watching, knowing that now, even I think when we saw it, we were like, oh, they laughing. But now we know for sure they were trying their hardest not to break. And this
Hmm.
fool is with this. Oh my God.
Or when
It's still
Jodeci was on
funny.
there and Martin, they didn't know
Jodeci.
he was coming out, and so Jodeci
Oh,
was breaking.
it
Cause
just,
Martin used to be a time.
oh, but
I'm glad
music.
he's still working.
But,
Music, yeah. But that's how for Quincy Jones, like yes, that piece of that TV piece for me
mhm.
was also a connection from Quincy Jones to me specifically. Like that, I'm like Fresh Prince. You make Fresh Prince. I love you for the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
And his
Thank you very
story,
much.
the story of how it came
How he got
about,
it.
and he was
Yes.
like, "Will, like,
Yeah.
no, you need to go out into the living room right now. There
Hmm.
is no another week. Somebody
In
might
front of
get sick.
Oprah,
Somebody might do." He's like, "No, you go now,
everybody. And you know that
everybody."
he had left a concert. Like they were, I don't know if they were on tour or they were somewhere at a show
Yeah,
and they were supposed to stay over, but he had to jump on a flight to LA. He really did not know he was finna audition. And then look what
no,
that turned into.
my God. My God, decisions.
Life is
And his
crazy.
book was amazing. I know all of the
Yes.
controversy overshadowed both his book and Jada, but if people really read both books, I think they
Excellent.
would have understood and had a better, more insight on all of it. But people got
Will's
so caught up on the mess,
Will's book
which
was the
was
best
nice.
book that year for
It was
me. Like
excellent.
as far as a memoir, and I read that. I was reading it when Granny passed because
Mm.
I remember we were driving to Mississippi for the funeral, and my brother was driving, and I'm in the back seat reading the book, and they laughing
Hmm.
at me because I'm like, "This is a good book," you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's
But
amazing.
it was a great book. But not for nothing, when the slap happened,
Yeah.
I knew exactly what happened because I had read the book. Because after you
Exactly.
read the book, you know exactly how he feel in his mind about different things. And I was like,
Hmm.
I was in the group chat that night. I was like, well, in the book, he did say that
Hmm.
he felt like a coward and
Hmm.
couldn't protect his women. I'm not
Yes.
saying it's all right. I'm just saying if you read the book, as soon as that happened, you knew exactly what was going on in that moment.
Yes.
But I also am biased. I love Will. I want the best for Will. I be wanting Will to just thrive and heal and do whatever. And I do love that he's one of those celebrities that after he go through stuff, he come back and tell you, or
Hmm.
he come back and say, "Hey, I had to go do some ayahuasca. Here's what I saw." Okay,
Right.
all those things. I love him so much. So I
That's
am
wild.
biased, but yeah.
Oh well.
Ooh,
So we got
okay.
Quincy. So I'm
We
looking
got
forward to
Quincy.
BT. Let's see what they're gonna do.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, P.
Um,
Somebody, they're gonna do it. I believe. I'm not saying I believe in BT or the
I
BT
know.
Wars, but
I
I
know.
do believe that it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do it well by this summer. That they'll have enough time.
Figure it out. That's
But
all I'm
Tamia
saying.
should absolutely be up there. I don't know how I forgot. Man, Tamia, because Tamia, that song was on Back on the Block, wasn't it?
Uh,
You put
yeah.
a move on me.
Well, I'll look for that. We'll come to it. And my soror, Roberta Flack. Roberta Flack. Roberta Flack.
Oh, do you know what? I probably had thought, oh, I don't know many Roberta Flack songs.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely do.
You do.
And I don't know what I was
You do.
thinking. Like
You
I was
do.
thinking, oh, I know one song. No, I know all the songs.
You do.
You know what song? You know what song I really like?
What's that? Okay.
The first time
Yes.
ever I saw your
Shine. We
face.
have the same
It's so
song.
pure. Like you said, to me, a pure. It's so
Oh,
like,
in the
you know,
strings in the background and
yes,
all the feels.
yes.
That's my song
Is
too.
it?
Yes.
P. Shut
Yes.
up.
It's so beautiful.
It's a good song.
Oh, it's such a beautiful song. Oh, but I
And
mean,
we were
you,
just talking about her when we talked about Luther and how she was the one who fired Luther to make him go solo. Like you said, decisions.
her and
Isn't that crazy?
Donnie, The Closer I Get to You,
Closer
of
I
course,
get
Killing
to
Me Softly.
you. Of course, like to me, I was like, okay,
Oh,
that'll be the one that people, would probably go for. Which, of course, as a kid, I didn't even know that song until the Fugees did it, or Lauryn Hill, and so then I went and found, the original, and I said, you know what? I like it.
amazing. Amazing. Her voice is, she's not a, I was watching or listening to some a music podcast, and of course that time with she came out with Aretha and all of that. That she wasn't
Mhm.
that power voice,
Right.
but her voice was still beautiful and pure, and it was just its own lane.
Yes. And that's exactly what you feel when you listen to that first time ever I saw your face, because it's almost like you said, the strings in the background. She's not singing a cappella, but it's like her voice is so, I don't know the word because I ain't no real like musician or nothing, but it's so soft. Like it's almost like it is a cappella, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If she was sitting next to you singing, it would sound like that. Not like it's coming, through the radio or anything, all these extra
Mm-mm.
things.
It was
Just
amazing.
clean.
Clean,
Yeah.
soft, and still powerful and pure. Oh,
Yeah.
Roberta, Roberta, Roberta.
So it's so crazy how many, it's just a lot. It just feels like a lot of people all at once, like right after another, because then
All
you
at
have
once.
Roy Ayers.
Everybody loves the sunshine.
Do, 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 do. Oh, that's a good.
Sunshine.
They were saying that's like one of the most sampled songs. Um,
I
I
believe it.
read that somewhere. Yeah, but then
I
I
believe
started.
it.
Well, what? I started trying to figure out, well, what songs was it? Like,
I know Mary J.
where's that
Blige for
many?
sure. Mary, I can be only my life, my life. She sampled it on My Life.
Clearly,
And in
yes, yes,
her
yes.
documentary, she said that was her favorite song. She would listen to that song every day,
That's the
all the
song she was
time.
talking about. I
Yes.
remember her saying that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So it's just uh it's such music is so powerful. It's so powerful and it brings back memories,
Hmm.
some good and bad, but it's just the power of good music. Certain songs
Yeah,
last.
it's the way that music lasts is, I don't know. It's just interesting that it can still give you the same feeling. It can still give you the same
Mhm.
energy as like the first time you heard it. Or what happens with me is, if you say a song to me, I'm going to remember not the last time I heard it, but I'm gonna find an event or something that happened in my
Mhm.
life. Like, oh, I was in a car drive one day when that came on, and I was feeling,
Mhm.
XYZ. And
Mhm.
it's just so crazy how it could be 35 years ago. Like, I remember that Tevin Campbell song because I was in the sixth grade and had my first kiss, and that was like the number one song on the radio
Oh,
when that
tomorrow.
happened. Yeah, tomorrow, but he, no, 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 no. He had the other. It was the other one. Why am I going blank? Um, can we talk
Oh, that
for a
album.
minute?
I murdered that album. But Brown
That,
Eyed Girl was my favorite song, so not even like the hit that
ooh,
everybody. Oh, Tev.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
your
man.
sixth grade kiss. That's what makes you
I
think
think
of.
about when I think of Tevin Campbell, I immediately go to the sixth grade, and yeah, because that was a really big song at that exact moment, and I don't even remember if we were singing it or not. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I heard it on the radio. It was like, I remember that was a very big song, because also because we had like we was in the 6th grade, but we had a party at the school, but the party was in the music room, so it was like you would think it was a house party. The way we had flyers, we had
Of
all the stuff, and
course.
you had to come in and come out. It was one of those things. So I remember Tevin Campbell was the big song of the day, and all I wanna do is do zoom 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 with a boom boom,
Hey,
just shake
just
it
shake
up.
it up.
And we
Hey,
kept playing that song over and over again. It's like, why y'all letting these 6th graders keep playing this song? We should not be listening to this.
just having a good old time.
Having a great time. Yeah, 6th grade. But no, when I think of Tevin Campbell, I think of 6th grade for sure.
Man,
For sure. And then we got Angie Stone.
Angie. That was, oh, I mean, it's always devastating when you hear about it, but the
Yes.
way it happened,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And she had recently been, in the blogs,
yep.
like just a couple weeks earlier. So that was that was yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know that Swiss Beat. I think that my favorite song from her is I keep going blank now. I was just listening to it today because I put it on my playlist. But Swiss Beats produced it, and nobody knew it. I sure didn't know he had produced it, and I was like, "What is it?" Oh, I can't eat, I can't sleep
Really?
anymore. Waiting for love to walk through the door. I wish I didn't miss you anymore.
I did not know.
Yes.
And he uses the backstabber sample.
Um,
The backstabbers. Da-na-na-na-na.
ooh, ooh,
Shout
ooh,
out to Marching 100
ooh.
when they played the backstabbers.
Ah, yes.
Mine was it's I have like odd songs. I know that everybody likes the hits, but I want to thank
Yes.
you with and without Snoop. But it just had a good like
Sing it. Let me sing
vibe.
it.
It's
Sing it.
I don't know the
I don't
it's
remember this one.
it's one of those that it wasn't one that you would just sing. For me, it was the music, it was the vibe. It had a
And I
better
thank you.
feeling
You
to it.
said,
I want to thank you.
I
I
want
don't
to
want to
thank you.
I don't want to play it because
I
it's
don't
the
know why I can't. Yeah,
it
no,
came
we
out in
can't
two
play it.
thirds in
Well, we can cut it
oh
out.
right.
Play it for me.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey friends, we're just getting this podcast going and we're so thankful for your support. If you want to be updated whenever we drop a new episode or when we drop some of the special things we've got coming, head on over to everythinghachangedpodcast.com and drop us your email so you can stay locked in. Cool? Cool.
I want to thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes. I do know this
Let them
song.
know you love me, darling.
Yes.
I love you,
Oh,
baby. Let them know you
yes.
love me, darling. Ooh,
Okay, I do know this song.
love you,
Yes.
darling. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes, that's a good one, P.
Love it. Oh, oh,
That's a good
Angie.
one.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace to her. Uh,
Jeez.
and then
Jeez.
most recent, Dwayne Wiggins from
Yes,
Tony.
and because one day they was like, "Hey, right on the street is Dwayne Wiggins is in hospice.
Yeah.
Send prayers." And then when you wake up, they was like, "Never mind, he's gone." What? Like,
Yeah.
we hold on. They said he's had cancer and that he been fighting it for a year.
Quietly.
Yeah,
And it,
which yeah, I understand. People
yeah.
did you got to do what you need to do for your health. So people don't got to know your business. It's just I feel like because that's the same thing that happened with Irv Gotti.
Hmm.
It's like when we hear anything, they say send prayers because and then they just come back like what? Never mind. And so I saw that like Mama Tina and Kelly Rowland, Beyonce posted as well about how he was very instrumental in their upbringing. That at that first Destiny Child CD, I
Yes.
feel like anything that came out when you were like in
Still.
high school, anyway, like 8th grade to 12th grade, let's say, because I also was a summer camp counselor at a dance school. So you know what that means. That means you gonna wear out that CD. Y'all gonna have a dance to every single song. The kids
Everyone.
is gonna learn an 8 count here, 8 count there. Like it. that first Destiny's Child, that no, the slow version. And we
Oh,
say
what?
no. And I think that's the first one that they came out with. But that song, the song Second Nature.
They
That's
used
the
the
yeah.
Eyes Brothers.
Yes. Tell it you better give us the
You know that
information,
I,
fellas.
I
I
love
love it. Yes. Yes.
Make Me Say It Again, girl.
Girl.
Oh, I'm so old. But when I first heard that
Good
song,
music. Good
that
music.
I immediately hear the sample in the old
Yeah.
school. And I'm upset now that I feel like it's too early for some of our songs to be sampled right now. Like some of
Is
our
it
songs are
though?
looking like 10 years. I feel old.
Okay.
Like I don't think they should be sampling our stuff yet. Like wait,
But just because you feel old, don't mean. I'm just saying, if
hold on.
Pete, we was in college, like 22,
Oh,
23, 24 years ago.
oh my god.
So then that means songs that came out in high school, like if something came out 30 years ago, I think it's okay if they sample.
I need a moment. I need a moment.
Get yourself together.
Now I feel like
Okay.
my parents, because they would think their song was about to come on, and here it is. Like, well,
Exactly.
what was it? The Angie Stone when she used "Neither One of Us," the sample. My dad
Hmm.
would get so excited about this.
Oh.
Oh, we could talk about this one. Okay, my dad. That is one of
Tell us.
his favorite songs, and when I tell you, it was a couple of years now that I would just notice when that song would come on, when I take him to the doctor's appointments and that music come, he
Hmm.
goes to another place.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
just like we say the music can make you go somewhere, he
Exactly.
goes somewhere else. And I'm
Oh.
side-eyeing him because I know the lyrics to the song.
Oh.
You ain't thinking about my mama, okay? Who you think about? Who are
I
you
put my
thinking
head down on that one.
Who you think about? Who you think about? So it's been our running joke when the song comes on. I let him get into his moment, and then the song is open. I was like, "So what's her name?"
Give us the lyrics, P.
Uh,
What part make you be like, hold on?
no, you should hear when the song starts.
Uh-huh.
Was it because neither one of us wants to be the
Neither one
first
of
to
us.
say goodbye? So
Goodbye.
it's this song about this breakup. Neither one of them wants to
Goodbye,
say.
my love.
What? You're with my mom, so you didn't say goodbye. Who you and I mean, I would be like, "So who is she?"
Who
And
is she?
he would laugh, so he would think it was funny. I'm like, "No, who is you thinking about somebody else and it's not Rita Gale. Who is she?"
Oh.
So he finally told me who the lady
P.
was. It was
It
back in the
was really
day.
a lady,
Yes, it was his
and he told
situation.
you.
Back in the day, before he met my mom, this is recent.
Okay.
He shared this news with me recently because finally, I mean, I've been asking for years, and I was like, okay, men have secrets. He can keep them his secret, okay.
Wow.
But no, we talked one day, and he was like, yeah, it's just the situation. That song, I just remember that with that lady says, your mom was the love of my life. Don't get it twisted.
Oh.
Don't she That's a separate situation, but this particular song just makes me think of that situation. I say, all right, clear it up because it the the lyrics don't match with my mama, sir. um
Sir.
n- Neither one of us. So, and when Angie Stone sampled that, we would be in the car and it would start and he would immediately, I mean, immediately go into this place and then he'd get mad because
Yeah.
it was the Angie Stone version. He's like, what is this? He's like, I mean, it's nice, but he didn't get it. He couldn't go to where he needed to go with with his song. But
I do
oh
feel
yeah.
him on that though, because there's a few songs out now. In fact, one of them I think got the KP and Envy on there, and I was like, I'm not understanding how this is. And
Thank you.
you're right. And is it Summer Walker got a song that it's a few songs out right now that start with songs from like the 90s, 2000s, and they don't cut it or nothing. I really think we finna go into
Yeah.
and it don't be that.
Coco Jones just used Toxic, Britney Spears. Like, and it's not a great
I do
song
like
for me.
Coco.
I
Oh,
love
really?
Coco. I love
Okay.
Coco. I
Okay.
don't think that particular song
Okay.
is a hit, but
Okay.
love her. But I'm like, oh my God, they're using Britney? Like, we're there. I guess so. Like you
Go
said,
in the head.
oh,
You
I we're there. We're
Yeah, we're
there.
there. We're absolutely there, P. I do think that you have to
I have
I
to.
do think you have to put that one to bed, P, because
It's a me problem. It's a me.
yeah.
But back to Dwayne
Yes.
Wiggins, he was the one. We always wondered why was their name called Tony, Tony, Tony.
Mhm.
And we found a clip on Billboard where the group is explaining that it came from the Untouchables movie. And
Mhm.
Dwayne had a fresh perm. He decided to perm his hair,
He said
and
not a
we
Jerry curl. He
not a
was
Jerry
very
curl,
good
but he
clip.
permed his hair, and he was thinking, what did he say? The teacher would have to call his name Tony, like Tony Montana, Tony, Tony, Tony. And from there,
Yeah,
it was like this running joke with them, and that's why they decided to name the band Tony, Tony, Tony.
it worked too.
Ain't that crazy? The
It's
Tonys.
crazy.
We all
And
thought their name was Tony.
I never know which Tony is first. I always spell it wrong. I'm like, is the
Yeah.
Y first? Is it the I E?
Which
I
one?
don't.
Who is it?
Doesn't
I
matter.
know we all thought their name was, well, who, Tony? Your name isn't Tony? Raphael. Your name is Raphael Sadiq? I thought your name is not Tony. Okay.
Yeah, when I was that actually really threw me off when I was a kid too. It took me a
Yeah.
long time to understand that.
With them, just me and you is my fave.
Just me and you.
Mm. Ooh, baby. Hey.
Is that from? Is
It's
that's not the one from Higher Learning? Is it?
higher learning.
If you don't get out of my head, P.
Just
If
me
you
and
don't get out of my head, I was going to say Higher Learning because why all my music stuff take me to TV and movies? That's just
Oh
the
no
way my
no.
brain works.
Ask of you.
That's
Ask of
all I ask
you
of
is, let me
you.
see, higher
Mm, mm,
learning
mm, mm, mm.
soundtrack.
Yes, because randomly, but when I think Tony, I think of the Higher Learning soundtrack. I think of the Higher Learning movie, which was really it was an awesome movie, but I actually couldn't watch it very much because of the way it ended. Which spoiler alert, I'm very sorry if you haven't seen it after like 30 years. But Tyra dies, and so it and then the way that because John Singleton did not play, so when people died in his movies, it was very graphic.
It was
So the
so
way they had
graphic.
her die and the blood was spitting out her mouth and stuff, so it was such like I really loved the movie, but then I would have to like stop it before that part. Cause I was like, I don't need to see the end though, but the end is what makes the whole movie. But anyway, girl, it takes me to Higher Learning for me because they had that big song.
Yeah. So that was Ask of You, higher learning.
That's all
Me and
I ask of
you
you.
was from Boys in the Hood.
Okay, so they was on a soundtrack run
Yeah.
with John Singleton.
Yes. Again.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Again.
That's
I had to
good. And
double
apparently
check.
a lot of not a lot, but I saw also her said something posted something about how helpful he was Dwayne Wiggins was in her career too. So apparently his sweet spot there was with helping new artists probably like get put
Hmm.
on and put together
Hmm.
their first projects and stuff. Solange even,
Hmm.
and in fact I think Solange said that his son is a musician as well. He plays, I don't know if it's piano or something else, but she's hired his son too.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Talent.
it's people really, yes, Tony, but he also is one of those people that is like an industry person, but that behind the scenes,
Hmm.
everybody works with, everybody has respect for it in their craft. That's like actually even separate from the group Tony, and the
Sure.
work that they did that was really upfront. And I just think that's cool too, because those really be the brilliant people. Those be the
Hmm.
geniuses.
Hmm. And I mean, Raphael was the one that got the most attention, and he was
Exactly.
the face of the group.
Yes.
But you're right, Dwayne had his fingers in the business everywhere. All his genius.
And imagine if you are helping a new artist form something, their first thing that they've been dreaming about, and it actually hits, or they
Yes,
actually become. Imagine who you are. Like, imagine who he is to like Beyonce.
they love
You know
him.
what I'm
They're
saying?
devastated. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that you're more valuable or something in that way.
No.
But what I'm saying is, if that's the kind of work that he did, now you look back and you see all these people who are these big gigantic stars now are like, actually, I wouldn't be here
Mm-hmm.
if this guy hadn't actually taken a chance on us. And also, I was like 11. So it's like, you got to
Mm-hmm.
look at a child and see what maybe in like 10 years they could, and how you can facilitate that and help them. It's just so much that goes into that. So it is always nice when you see people come out the woodworks and say what their relationships were like with these people, either behind closed doors or just like, because everybody don't be out on Front Street,
No.
you know?
That was my dream. I wanted to be a music composer, and the A&R. I wanted to do
Yep.
A&R and development. I wanted to be the person in the background where y'all didn't have to know my name, but the people who mattered knew my name.
Mm-hmm.
And well, not mattered, but the people who needed the work knew my name. But everybody else,
Yes.
I could walk around by myself and
Yes.
just go to Target if I wanted to by myself.
Exactly. You need to be famous. You just needed your money to
Mm-mm.
be famous.
That part, and to
But
do
you
the
need to be able to
work.
walk around and be incognito.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. And
that's
just
exactly
really
right.
enjoy the work, and can just focus on that without everything else. And to hear his
Yeah.
stories, like you said, I'm like, oh my God, he's been, oh, wow,
Working.
what a, God bless. God bless the
Working.
Tonys. I think about the families of everyone who's passed that we just
Yeah.
mentioned, their music, their art. I wonder what it's like to create something from scratch that has lasted decades and
Right.
is so meaningful and attached to so many memories for different people. Like what is that?
That is honestly like my dream. I don't
Yes.
mean like in music or anything. I just mean period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of things you think about if you're an artist or somebody who got a dream or whatever. That is my dream, to create something that is of me, wholly,
Mm-hmm.
and not holy, but holy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not holy like God, but
Yes,
just it
from you.
completely of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then, because when you create art, you're like, yeah, this is for me, but at some point it'd be nice if somebody like it. So imagine you put whatever it is, like you said, you created from scratch. So you've made this thing from you, and like you said, if people like attach to it and resonate with it,
Mm.
and then for it to create its own legacy and go on like before you, and then after
Generations
you,
and
that
after
is like,
you.
I can't imagine. That has to be the biggest type of validation,
Mm.
even though we shouldn't need validation. But
Sure.
if God give it to you from somewhere, then we gonna address it, right? And so I just think for anybody that would be just like the biggest honor of my life. What a thing.
What a thing. And I always find it so fascinating when artists talk about the thing that they thought was going to be
Yes,
it. Like, oh, when I
yes,
wrote this, I was like,
yes,
oh, the people are going to feel it. And they're like,
yeah.
no. And it's the one that they were like, like Toni Braxton did not like Unbreak My Heart. And
Oh
that is her signature song. She did
man,
not like that song.
Toni Braxton could do no wrong for me.
Not in my
Like,
books.
until I don't even know, until
She
it
gives me peace.
just, I
It's
don't know how
90s.
she does it, but she, every single thing. I used to be a fanatic, and that's how I got to that Boomerang soundtrack. I think we talked about
Yes.
that before. That's how that became my top tier You know what I'm saying? What does this mean?
I'm trying to. You're ranking your soundtracks.
Okay.
Waiting
Oh,
to
okay.
Exhale,
Oh, okay.
Boomerang for me.
Well,
For
for
me,
you, you're waiting to tell number one for you.
number one.
Boomerang number two.
Push play.
What else?
I have to think about it.
Cause I got Boomerang is my number one. Okay. Waiting to Exhale. Yes, number two. Number three, the Best Man soundtrack. Fight me.
Yes.
Fight
Nope.
me.
You're on it. I forgot.
Um, but you know
Ooh.
what? Also,
Soul food. Let me see.
is it? Oh, Soul Food. Yes, Soul Food got to
Soul
be up there.
food
Soul Food
soundtrack.
absolutely has to be up there. You know what's crazy though? It's always all these things that came out around the same time because it's like we don't get
Yes.
them much anymore.
No. It's
We
like
don't get like do people even do
please.
soundtracks anymore? And then when they
I
come
don't
out,
think
like
so.
when they came out, they used to be every single song was like a radio smash, or it could have been a radio smash. It was no nothing was lagging behind. Nowadays, they don't even care, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Soul Food soundtrack for real. So that's four.
Best
Um,
man.
okay, Sister Act two.
Let me find
And
out.
I only know because again, I was at dance school. So when the CD went on, we had to use every song. We had a whole recital off the Sister Act 2 soundtrack.
I'm looking at it. Okay. I can see
And then Space Jam had a good soundtrack.
Space
Girl,
Jam soundtracks.
I'm just saying
We
they
need
don't
them
do them
back.
like that anymore. Like you never even know. But yeah, but my number one is absolutely Boomerang. So then Waiting to Exhale would have to be number two. Best Man would have to be number three. Those are gonna be my top three.
Okay.
Those are gonna be
Dig
my
it.
top three.
Dig it.
Yep.
Agreements.
Yep.
Just I- still to this day, there's certain songs, especially now that I'm still in this grief journey.
Yes.
Certain
Yes.
songs remind me of my childhood and my mom.
Yes.
Whitney plays a huge role with me and mom, and she
Uh,
loved People Bryson.
yes.
But Where Do Broken Hearts Go? It reminds me of us leaving Tallahassee. I want to say my grandma passed,
Mm.
or and mom and I were leaving Tally, and
Mm-hmm.
we were in the car, and the song came on, and we both were crying. I just remember her saying, "And you can't cry because
Oh,
I can't cry. We can't be crying on the
right.
road together." And we just,
No.
but the song, it's still so. Sometimes it makes me smile when I hear the song, and sometimes it still makes me tear up.
Yes.
Of course, I Will Always Love You. For
Yes.
those who haven't heard the liver transplant story, when
Yes.
before the trip went to
Yeah.
prison, bless her heart. Um,
Yeah.
and the day she was officially diagnosed, we were leaving, and All the Man That I Need was on.
Mm.
And she was just singing away.
Oh, the
Music
man.
therapy is amazing. She remembered songs and lyrics like nothing. She didn't know what day it was,
Yes.
but she knew the song. And so I'm processing this devastating news. I mean, tears in my eyes as I'm driving, and she's just singing, "Cause you're all the
The man.
man." It was so, and in that moment, I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't even know. She doesn't even
Right.
realize. And I'm processing. And then there's this beautiful song with Whitney singing, and my mom singing the lyrics. And it's, oh my God, it's seared into my
Yeah.
brain. And so when I hear those songs, and then the songs that we would listen to when I would give her a bath, but you know what got me surprisingly? I know people don't roll your eyes at us with Beyonce, but when Cowboy Carter came out and
Uh-huh.
Protector came on,
You love that song.
I was not prepared though, Shonda. I'm listening to the album, and okay, all right. I should have known when the baby said, "Mommy, can you sing me a whoa bye with the W?"
Rumi.
She couldn't say.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is hmm, and I was okay. And to the part where she says, "Born to be your protector." And even though I know someday
Gonna
you're
be
gonna
your
shine on your own, it
protector.
just, oh,
Mm.
I had to stop listening. I had to just stop, push stop. I sobbed. I wept.
Mm.
I wept. I was not prepared. I was like, Giselle, now what? I'm not emotional like this to her music. Like, nothing has made me feel, even heaven couldn't wait for you. They're beautiful songs. I was
Heaven
here.
couldn't wait for you.
Okay, yep.
Sorry.
But protector,
I
because
was here. Sorry.
yes,
Go ahead.
all of it, all of it. But protector, I was listening. She was singing from the mother's point of view, but I was listening from the child's point of view.
As a mhm.
And it just, I said, I am on my own now. And she is my
Mhm.
projector. I mean, it was, oh. So sometimes I can hear it and I'm okay. Sometimes I have to skip it. I don't know how I will be when she performs it at the concert or how she's going to perform it.
Right. Right.
I don't know. I just, mm, I have to, I don't know how to prepare myself for
I'ma
that.
pray for you.
Thank you.
I'ma pray for
Thank
you.
you.
Cause you every time we mention Cowboy Carter, you single that song out. Like every single time. You go
Yeah.
straight to protector. Like
Oh
so
my
I'm like, I know
God.
that's you love that song.
It
But
was just the timing. It's just
yes,
where I am in my life, and when it came out, it
that
just
makes
hit.
sense.
It hit on another
Yeah.
level. And for some people, they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, they can skip that song. They don't feel it. But for me, that I was just not prepared. I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
what? You starting off with the baby. You
It's
send me a
a lot of
waterfall.
people feel that way though about that song. And but I think that's true with anything too, as far as what's going on
Hmm.
when a song is big and or when you hear something that really affects how it resonates with you just going forward for
Hmm.
now and forevermore.
Forever.
Um, forever. I don't think it's too many songs that make me emotional, but the songs when I think of the songs that connect me and mommy, it's always like she did love Whitney as well,
Mm,
but it was always like Luther Vandross and
yes.
Anita Baker, and then it would be Whitney after that. And so what's interesting is so like when I was giving birth, I had a doula, but then I ended up having a C-section. But she was still there with me. But so one of her things was she was putting together a playlist for me with all those songs on it so that like mommy would be in the room.
Yeah.
So we had that, but that was what I requested of her because she's like, is there anything I can do special or whatever? So I was like, that will help me feel like, mommy's there. But so specifically though, what song is Anita Baker Angel?
Ooh.
That song, when that song comes, because it's funny, I don't even hear it that much. But then you'll have like this past month, I've heard it like every week. And so that particular song, that is my song like for mommy. So
Angel,
that
my angel.
do 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 do. Yes.
Oh,
Uh
angel.
yep, that's
Yes.
it. That's but another song, this is funny that not funny but makes me think of mommy and I played it at her funeral. And some people's like, why she play that? It's because mommy loved that song. It Mary Mary, it's the God in me.
Hey.
It's the God in me.
Wait.
You think I'm so fresh. You think I'm so
Hey.
clean. You think it's the God. What is it you think you see?
But what you don't see is what you have. Oh, man. I like
You
that song.
don't know how much I pray. Don't
Hello?
know how.
Hey.
I'm just trying to explain.
And I love it. I love that you played that because I mean that was her. That was her song. And that they got a lot of pushback with that song because it was
Yes, they did.
very trap. and you don't know if you want to juke. You do a little juke, but it's like,
And
oh
then
wait,
Erica was
the
coming,
God in me.
how they was dressing at the
A
time.
a. It's definitely a
But
song to
that,
make you say a, and I'm like, should I say a to a gospel
yes,
song?
you can say A to God gonna take you
A,
however
put
you
your
come,
hand up.
okay?
A,
But it
yeah.
also though too, but when I listen to it, it makes me think of mommy too because it's the way that she raised me was just very much you can do it, and so when I hear a song too, it makes me feel connected to her, like, oh, that's her song, but
Mhm.
also a message from her. You know what I mean? Because that was very much her personality towards me. It was always very uplifting, cheerleader type energy. Okay.
Yes, I love
But
it.
so we played that at the end, like, so when the family walks out, so like instead of like a, slow song, it's like
Yeah,
you walking out, whatever. And I'm sure some people's like, why are they playing a song? Because it's a mommy song.
because it was her
And
song,
it's gonna
and
be the
that's how
last
she would
song
go
that we
out.
hear. We gonna leave out to this. But what happened I will say this, at the memorial service, I had requested, I don't know if I said this, now when I think back, because that time is a blur, I don't know if I made this clear or not. I think I
Mhm.
said it to my family. I don't know if I said it to the church. But I wanted more, I guess, upbeat, more
Mhm.
songs
Mhm.
because I was going to lose it if not.
Yeah.
And I still, I'm not good. I'm no good in church because the song, like something with the music and it gets in me and I
Mhm.
can't like
Mhm.
contain. So
Mhm.
it's like all service, I'm just crying and weeping, like you said earlier.
Mhm.
I can't even hear the message because I'm still crying from the second hymn from an
Yes.
hour ago. So anyway, I didn't want to hear Total Praise. Total Praise is a song I cannot hear. I don't care what day, what time. I don't care where I'm at. I could be on a yacht somewhere. If you play Total
Yes.
Praise, I'm going to lose it. And somebody done told the choir to
To
sing
sing total
Total
praise.
Praise. And the
Oh.
way, at first I didn't realize it because they had changed the melody of it. So what happened, I don't know if we were praying or what, and they start, you know how they will sing while you pray?
Mhm.
And they slowed it down. And
Mhm.
I said, they are singing Total Praise?
They
Like,
want me to lose
this,
my shirt.
they want me to lose my
Trying to
shit.
keep it together here.
Total Praise is that one song for me. But like I said, if I step foot in the church, I am crying all service, and it's don't even have nothing to do with nothing but the music and the arrangement and the choir. Like I can't explain what happens, but honest to God, this is why I don't really go to church no more because I can't
It's powerful.
take it.
It's
Yeah, it's
powerful.
I cannot actually take it, But yeah, Total Praise is the ones I can't, like, if
That's
I hear it, and I'll just get out and walk because let me get out of here.
that's amazing, Sean. So then you must have turned off mom's service because as we were leaving, we
I
played
wept.
the Marching 100 version of Total Praise.
I wept.
And that was the recording when my aunt passed, the one that passed the day I was diagnosed with my illness. Because we were
Yeah.
in Tallahassee, my other aunt worked on campus and she had connections. She
Yes.
asked for a few members of the
I remember
band.
her.
Dr. Dean at the Career Center.
I can see her face right now.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
I remember because she was also there when we moved in with
Yeah.
your mom.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because I remember
You
like, your
see all
cousin's
of
face,
them.
and I remember your mom's face. I had forgot. I remember your aunt.
Dr. Dean at
I
the
can see
Career
her
Center.
face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she used her connections and she asked for just a few members to play, and
Oh.
they showed up. We pulled up to the church and they lined. It had to be 25 kids, maybe
Oh
30.
my God. I would have just.
And so
I,
we pull around and we see the sun shining off of the instruments. Like, what is that? Auntie, she
no,
was like, I
ma'am.
didn't ask for this many people. I did not know. So not only were they playing it when we walked into the church,
Mm-mm.
at the end he had them come into St.
Oh my
Mary's
God.
Primitive Baptist Church on Tennessee
Mm.
Street.
Yes,
They
yes.
came down on both sides of the church.
No,
And you, I mean, you know the 100. You know how they do.
my God. I would have gone to
Girl,
the car. I would have had to go to the
oh
car.
my God. Oh
Cause
my
now you
God.
now you telling me their band was there playing it live
The
with the
band was
instruments and they
oh
lined up in the aisles.
in the aisles, the student, and you know the part where they stop and they sing,
No,
and then
see,
they
I
come back with them. Girl, I'm getting
nope,
chills right now.
I
My
can't.
family,
Jesus.
we it would we did not expect that. And again, because our family is so Rattler focused, I mean, everybody,
Yes.
it meant so much. And having members of the family being in the band, but the sound of it was so full in that church. Girl, everybody up, we were standing up. We talk about lose it. It was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Somebody
I
would have
was
had to pick me up
girl.
off
we
the
were
floor.
we were everybody
Oh
in the
my
church
God.
was done. We thought
Oh
my
my
auntie
God.
would open the casket and praise with us
And get
because
on out. Yes.
it was so magical and powerful. And then you know how they're so disciplined. They finished. They
Yes.
up, they marched out, and they line back up. And so as we're leaving the church, they're playing it again. It just
No, ma'am.
so
Oh my
total
God.
praise, like you said, it's the one.
It's
It's the one.
yes.
It's the
Yes.
one.
And
Yeah.
it's a very big, of course, funeral song, memorial song is what I understand that.
Yeah.
And I totally get, but that's also why I thought I had went out of my way
I thought I
to
told
make
y'all.
sure. Yeah, because I'm just
Do not play
like,
that.
but just, cause you think it'll come up,
Yeah.
and sure, yep. But that's, so why. That is why
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
can't get through that song. And I will go to any lengths to not to not have to not have to take that in.
Pull it up loud. Turn it off.
I
Turn
know
it
we weren't
off.
talking about gospel songs,
But it's
but that's
music
that
and
song.
the
Yep,
power of the music and emotions. And that's crazy that the songs that we chose we're connected on
girl,
once again, as
always in my
usual.
head, always
I
in
mean,
my head.
total praise.
We don't be
Just
planning this. We do not be planning this,
we
y'all. I
don't
promise you. We
promise.
we don't need to talk about it beforehand or nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh my God. I did not know. And they did it without you knowing. And so you're just there having to just take it.
Yes. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was during like a prayer or something. So it was supposed to be background,
Mm-hmm.
but they was singing it. And they
Mm-hmm.
was singing it in a slow, you know how they slow everything down when you praying or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thankful at least that it wasn't like the full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they go up an octave
They go.
and then
It's
they go
all it's
up a,
chest. Yeah.
I would have had to excuse myself.
Girl.
But that would have looked weird.
You're like, now where is Shonda going? Why is
So
she walking
yeah,
around
yeah.
the
Where's she
church?
going?
Where did she
That is
go?
the biggest. That and God in me. Oh well, is all my stuff like gospel songs? Because
It
but
seems that way.
that's what happens to me. That's what that I don't even you know how people have gospel music that they listen to when they want to praise and stuff. I have all the playlists.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play them because I'm gonna be on the floor crying for a week. So I
Yeah.
can't even listen to, and I enjoy. But now that I think about all the songs that make me cry are a gospel song, because the third song is Kirk Franklin and now I can't remember it
Hold
because
me
he got
now.
so many songs.
You are.
Oh, go through some more. Wait,
What
you are
you are.
um
Jesus, you are the Lord.
nope,
You
nope.
are my friend. Okay.
uh
Uh
It's something. Why can't I?
Kirk.
Yeah, and it be on the radio too. It's like a radio single. And it's a big one. Like I cannot
It's
think of the name of
upbeat.
it.
Not
Yeah.
smile. Imagine me.
And I smile. It ain't smile. and it
Radio.
ain't silver and gold. I
Girl.
can't think of it right now. If I think of it, I'll let y'all know.
You'll
But
just add it to the show notes.
I added to the show notes because I cannot. Let me see. Let me see
You
if I
gotta
can
look
find it,
for it. It's
cause
fine.
now it's gonna bother me.
It is. But I have praise and worship every morning, so I guess
Oh,
I'm
I
immune
couldn't do it.
to. I have to. It's the only way that. And I listen to. I have to listen to the old school stuff too. Like
Of course, yeah. Okay.
I listen to Fred
Like the Clark
Hammond
Clark sisters.
radio,
Oh,
Clark,
okay.
Mississippi
Hmm.
Mass Choir.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I need John P. Key. Like I need it. I need that. We do a lot of praise and worship now. Which songs? There's
Yeah.
some stuff that I really enjoy, and I love Tasha Cobb's Leonard, excuse me. But I be needing, oh, Shekinah glory. Like I need that. That's what I.
Yeah. I can't.
I mean, let the church say Amen. That's the song we chose to come. Well, I chose for us to come into it because I had to have some peace with what
Hmm.
we were having to go through. So I said, okay, let the church
Yeah.
say Amen. All of
Ooh,
that,
child.
girl. Did you look it up? Did you see it? You found out what song
I
it was?
can't find it. I can't find it right now.
Oh man,
I don't think it's Smile. It's not Smile, but it's I'm gonna say it's something with a choir, but they all got a choir.
right.
But every time it come on, I sing it and I cry. And then I be like, see, that's why I don't be singing gospel.
For some of y'all that think with the gospel music has gone too far, it's not.
It ain't
Lean on
stomp.
Me, where he
How Lean on
had
Me go?
Mary and Bono and here's my shoulder,
Uh,
you can lean on me.
no, but we did dance to that song.
Oh, there's a child searching for
We
a
also
home.
danced to Now Behold the
Oh yes,
Lamb,
everybody did.
the precious Lamb of
Kirk
God.
Franklin. Because now I'm stuck. I want to know what song.
You need answers.
I need
I.
answers. My
It's
life is
not
in
the
your
reason.
hands.
How that go?
My
Is
life
it
is
Melodies from
in
Heaven?
your hands. Really? Is it Melodies from Heaven?
P. I don't know. Like I Kirk Franklin's my guy, so I was
You're the
into all his
reason
songs, but
why
I
I
can't.
stand.
How
More
Thank
than
You
I
go,
can
P?
bear.
How that go?
That he'll never put more on me than I can bear.
I can't think. I can't. No,
Better.
it's a faster song, but I
Okay, so it's
can't.
an upbeat
I
song.
can't. Yeah, it's upbeat, but I can't find it in my head right now. Like
It's gonna
just
come to you.
empty. I'm saying I can't even remember how these songs sound.
That's how much you try to avoid them.
You see, it ain't like I'm finna pull it up and play it. I got to be, and it always comes on when I'm in the car. I'll be
Mm,
getting in the car and the song will come on.
it's like it's a sign.
Yeah.
It's gonna come to you. But all day, every music was so heavily infused into my life and my family. My mom and dad, they love
Hmm.
music, so it's any song. Honestly, makes me think of mom and dad and my childhood. I just God
Especially you.
is my friend. Like I
Because you said
said,
music was your friend.
yeah, and certain things that like simply if you don't know me by now,
If
that
you
song
don't
makes me
know
sad
me by now.
because my parents
Because
left
of
me at my
the.
grandparents' house and they went on vacation. And that song was
How old were you?
playing. Oh, I
How
had
old
to
were you?
be 10. Young, very young. And I'm at the door on the window like, "Wait a minute. Where are y'all going?" And I just hear that song in the background. My grandma was listening to the radio and that song was playing as I'm watching my parents leave me. Where are we going? I thought we were going and they went on vacation. Yeah, it's fine.
I thought you were going to say, it's when I broke up with her.
Child.
I don't even know.
Mm-mm.
I'm
That's
still
what's
trying to find it.
crazy. I don't have like
What?
songs that make me think of like breakups like that.
Oh,
You know,
I
you know.
do.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure. I
got
know.
songs that make me think of breakups. I got songs that make me think of just relationship period. You know how you like had a song or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. Got
That you
songs for
can't
days,
listen to.
girl. That I can't listen to. No, at this point I can listen to everything long as it's not gospel.
Okay,
but
so we've come to the realization that it's the gospel
no,
that
it
gets
don't it
Shaun.
nothing it doesn't affect me like I can't listen to it, but it makes me think back on that time.
Hmm.
Even if it was like a bad a time or like a breakup or something, and I felt the way, and then you know how you be like this song described to a T, or you know how you used to make people ringtones.
Yes,
What one time somebody ringtone was "What's love got to do with it?" and my
girl.
friends was like, "Excuse me, Tina
Is there something you need to tell us?
Turner."
Mm. I would. One was
It's a lot of songs.
Carrie Hilson, "Beautiful Mistake." If anybody's ever,
You always
I
got a deep cut.
just said you a beautiful mistake. You know, it's like, hey, it was great, but yeah, it probably shouldn't have happened. You're gonna find this song probably in the middle of the night after we finish recording, and you'll just have to add it to
I'm gonna
the
add
show
it.
notes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop in like, hey, by the way, it's not such an old song. Like it ain't as old as like Stomp or nothing like that. Girl, I don't know. I'll
And
put
it's
it.
gonna be so easy when you do come to. You're
It's
gonna be like,
gonna
oh,
be like silver and gold.
you'll be like, now Shonda, girl,
Oh wait, let me see it. Maybe it's "You Are."
I said that. Jesus, you are the
Nope,
one.
that ain't it either.
Okay,
Girl, I don't know.
it's gonna come to you.
It'd be
Hold me
funny if it ain't
now.
even Kirk Franklin.
It. You know what? That's probably who it
It's
is.
upbeat. It is. It's upbeat though, with a choir.
Y'all, I found it. I found the song. I had to come back and tell y'all because I could not figure it out while we were recording. But the song is called "Looking for You." Of course, by Kirk Franklin. It came out in 2005, and he starts out the song by saying, "For those that are in the struggle and you think God's forgotten about you," and that's when I lose it. Okay, and the first verse says, "I've been down for so long, I've been hurt for so long. There were times I thought I'd never see the break of day. It was hard for me to see your plan for me, and I try to believe struggling don't last always." I am actively trying not to sing it. But okay, but the chorus goes, "I've been looking for you now that will satisfy me." That's it.
We
Sorry,
want to
guys.
hear from you all. Like, what song, what music, what songs come to mind and make you think of events and bring up emotions in your life. RIP to our legends that are leaving us and leaving us with this beautiful art and this music that will live on. So we thank you.
Yeah, and if you have any songs that you feel a way about with any of these people who have passed or any kind of past situationships or any kind of music that really brings you to a place, we would love to hear what those songs are for you. You know, hit us up. Of course, you can come by our Instagram at the Everything Has Changed podcast. Let us know what those songs might be for you. You could also head over to our website, everythinghaschangedpodcast.com/voicemail, and you can leave us a voicemail. You can join the conversation. Let us know what your memories are, what songs connect to those memories. We would love to hear from you. P, what do you think about maybe we put together like a little playlist or something
I think that would
at
be
some point?
lovely. We
Because we
will.
got our songs, but we going to need some input from y'all too. So, y'all, if y'all agree to give us some input on some songs for, well, you know what? By next episode, we'll come up with like a theme for our
Hmm.
playlist, okay?
Okay.
But we're going to need y'all's input. in order to help make this playlist a real thing. Because we got our songs, but we're gonna need y'all songs too. So we all touch and agree. Okay.
Yes.
And we'll probably be back next episode with more details on that.
Yes. Perfect. So we thank you. We love you. We appreciate you.
All right, y'all. You can find me on Instagram or Threads at Hey Shaun the Head.
And I'm on Instagram at Better3701. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Later. Want to stay locked in with us so you never miss an episode? Visit everythinghaschangedpodcast.com and join our email list. That way you'll be the first to know about new episodes and all the fun stuff we have coming your way. Meet us over there.